Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Before I start this video, I want to use copyright claim 107 for educational purposes only, fair use. I'll be showing some clips. Welcome in. Come on in. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. The title of my message today is It's time to take back our communities, folks. It's time to clean our communities up. It's time to start policing our own communities because the police are not doing their jobs out here. It's time for us to just take our own communities back, folks. As we can see, call the police now. It may take them an hour, 2-3 hours to get to you, to you. A lot of times they don't even come no more. So it's time for us, as melanated people, to take back our own communities, folks. It's time for us to put in some work, folks. It's time for us to do this. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Welcome in, Cindy Turner. I see you. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Welcome in, everybody. The doors are open, folks. Come on in and hear this message, folks. Yes, the title of my message today is Time to Take Our Communities Back, folks. It's time for us to get this crime out of our communities and take back our communities, folks. It starts in your own community, folks. We have to start cleaning up our communities, people. We can't wait on the police or the governor or the mayor. We can't wait on nobody, folks. It's time for us to take our own communities back, people. Because nobody's going to help us. Believe me. We see what's going on now. When you call the police now, you call the ambulance, man, how long does it take for them to show up, folks? How long? Yeah, this stuff is real, folks. This is real life that we're living, folks. Time to take back your community, people. Yes, time to take it back, folks. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on in, folks. It's time to take back your community, people. I'm going to show you a couple of clips here. Yes, it's time that we take back our communities, people. It's time that we fight back. We can't just lay back and let our communities be destroyed, folks. Is this what we want, folks? Yes, this is what we're seeing in our communities, people, every day. Trash all over the place. It's time for us to clean up our communities, folks, and take our communities back, folks. Yes, it's high time that we do something about this. We can't just sit around and wait on the law, because the law is not going to help us, people. It's time for us as people to take back our own communities, folks. See what I'm talking about? Trash all over the ground. Drugs all in your community. Crime in your community. We got to fight back. We got to take our own communities back, people. And it starts in your own community. Yes, in your own community. Take it back, folks. It's time to take it back. Come on in, come on in. Welcome in, everybody. It's time to take back our communities, people. It's time to take it back. Come on in, come on in. Yes, it's time to take our communities back, folks. Is this what you want to see every day? Is this what you want to see, folks? In your communities? Is this the kind of life you want to live? No, it's time for us to take back our communities, folks. It's time for us to fight back. These communities belong to us, folks. Yes, we can't wait on the governors, the mayors to help us, folks. We have to start policing our own communities, folks. Time to clean up these places. Get all this trash out of the streets. Get these drugs off the corners, folks. It's time to fight back. Yes, it's time. I mean, we can't do it alone. We have to work together as one, folks. We have to get together as a community and clean up. And it starts in your own community, folks. Yes, in your own community. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yes, folks, as I was saying, it's time that we take back our communities, people. Because this stuff is going too far, folks. Our communities are being torn down. Our communities are being destroyed, people. They're being destroyed daily. And it's time that we fight back and take our communities back. It's time that we start policing our own communities, folks. It's time that we get these drugs out of our communities. Clean up our communities, get this trash out of our communities, paper all over the place, food all over the place. We got rats running around, man. We have to start cleaning our communities up, people. This is not the way we're supposed to live, folks. This is not the way we're supposed to live. Not at all, folks. It's time to clean up, folks. It's time to clean up our act, people. Yes, it's time to clean up our act and get it together, folks. I mean, because this thing has gone a little too far. A little too far. And it doesn't make sense because, like I said, it starts in your own community, folks. If you see any trash in your community, pick it up, man. If you see anything wrong going on in your community, notify somebody, folks. We can't just let people come into our neighborhoods with this crime and these drugs. No, we got to fight back, folks. It's time to fight back. Yes, it's time to fight back. Clean these neighborhoods up, people. Yes, it's time to fight back. See, one thing, we've been laying down too long, people. Yes, we've been laying down too long. It's letting this stuff go on and on and on. It's time to stand up, folks. Is these the kind of communities you want to look at? Is this what you want to see every day, man? Come on, folks. It's time to clean these communities up. Get on the phone, talk to the housing people. Get these houses fixed up or torn down. We have to clean up our communities, people. Yes, it's time. time to clean up. Get our act together, folks. Because, like I said, our communities are being destroyed. They're being torn down. And some of the people don't even live in our communities, who come in our communities and tear our communities down. That's why we have to guard our own communities, folks. We have to police our own communities, people. Yes, our own communities. Yes, it's time to clean these places up, man. Clean them up. There's too much garbage laying around the streets. People hanging around on corners, man. We got to clean this mess up, man. You know, you got people scared to come out their doors because too many people hanging around on the corners, man. We got to clean up, man. It's time, people. What are we waiting on? Yeah, it's time to clean this mess up. This is not the way God intended us to live, people. This is not the way. But it's time that we start cleaning up, people. Yes, it is. Time. I mean, everywhere you look, see abandoned houses, trash all over the place, man. People standing around in front of the stores and all this, man. It's time to clean up the communities, people. Yes, it's time that we start cleaning up our own communities. Start policing our own communities, people. We have to work together as one, folks. It's time we work together and get our communities back the way they're supposed to be, folks. Yes, it's time that we do it. We can't keep waiting. Like I said, we can't keep waiting on the government and the police station and all this. We can't keep waiting on these people. We got to do this thing ourselves, people. Yes, we have to do this ourselves. We have to get out there and clean our own community up, folks. Yes, and it starts in your own community. Like I said, when you see trash in your community, pick it up. Put it in the trash can, people. See some wrong things going on in your community, hey, notify somebody, people. You know, you don't want drugs in your community. You don't want all this stuff in your community. All these abandoned houses in your community. Get this stuff cleaned up, folks. It's time. Yes, it's high time that we do something about it, folks. Because we've been laying down on this too long, folks. Too long. And as I said, you know, the police aren't doing their job. You know, they're sitting around in the cars. And when you call the police now, how long does it take them to get to you? Sometimes they don't even come, man. This is why I'm saying we have to clean up our own communities, people. We have to clean our own communities up. We have to roll up our sleeves and get out there in the trenches and do our own thing, people. Because nobody else is going to do it for us, folks. We got to get out there and clean our own communities. We got to police our own community. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's no sense in being scared to go out there and do this. Not in your own community. You can't let nobody come in your community and run you out. Aren't you tired of looking at this stuff? Abandoned houses all over the place. Trash all over the ground. People hanging all around on the corners. Come on, people. You don't want to keep living like this. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this at all, folks. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for showing up. I see you, Shay Love. Thank you for coming in. Cindy Turner, I see you. Higher Favor, I see you. Thank you for showing up. Yes, the title of my message, folks, is it's time for us to take back our communities, people. And as I was saying earlier, we have to start policing our own communities, folks. And it starts in your own community. Because as we so see now, the police, they aren't doing anything, man. It's just about lawless out here now. So we're going to have to start doing this ourselves. Like I said, we're going to have to get out there and police our own communities, people. We got to see what's going on in our communities. Like I said, if you see anything going on, notify somebody, folks. See trash laying around in your community, pick it up. I see people, they walk all over trash all day long, man. They act like they don't even see it, man. We have to start cleaning these communities up, people. People will walk over the trash all day long. I see people eating, throwing their chicken bones in the street and all this, man. We got to clean this place up, man. Time we do this, folks. Yes, we got to clean it up, man. Abandoned houses everywhere you look, folks. Yeah, we got to start making phone calls, man, and so we can get some results. We can't just keep laying down on this thing, folks. Because if we do this, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, folks. Holly Favor said maybe have community meetings for cleanup. Yeah, that'll be a great idea to get started with. Have community meetings. Yeah, that'll be great. That's a great start. Yeah, I agree with you. And community meetings, get together with everybody. See, this is the thing. If everybody learn how to work together, this thing could really work out. It could work out perfectly. But sometimes it's hard getting people together to do things like this, man. Because everybody don't want to work together. This is the problem that we're having, folks. We have to learn how to work together as one, folks. Yes, we have to learn how to do this. Welcome in, everybody. I see your Willness. Thank you for showing up. Yes, we're going to have to work together, folks. We can't do this thing by ourselves. We have to do this as a community, people. Everybody pitch in and get together. We can do this. Yes, we can do this, folks. And as I said, you know, we can't keep letting other people come into our communities and trash our community, people. I've seen people who do it, man. I've seen people in my neighborhood do it. I've seen people come in my neighborhood, sit in their cars, drink and eating. They're going to take the trash and throw it out on the side of the curb, people. This kind of thing. This is what I'm saying. Police your own community. See somebody doing that, tell them, look, excuse me, could you please pick that up and put it in the trash can? See, this is the thing. We have become fear, you know, people have started to put fear in our hearts, man. We can't be scared out here, man. You know, you can't be scared, you can't be frightened, you can't be timid, man. You got to stand up, man. Haya Fayo said, have a block party to... Yeah, all of that sounds good, too. I mean, what you're saying, though, yeah. So you got to do different things. You got to use a different strategy. Yes, and that sounds pretty good. Having a block party, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, so you got to, for one thing, you have to get to know your community. And I mean, when I was coming up in my day back in the 70s, 80s, everybody knew everybody. But today, some people don't even know who their next door neighbors are, man. People don't speak to each other no more. I don't understand what's going on, brothers. People don't even know their neighbors, man. No, they don't know their own neighbors that live in their neighborhood. And this is where the problem comes in. We have to get to know one another, folks. We have to join hands together, folks. We have to come together and do this thing, folks. Yes, we have to come together and do this. Like I said, you don't want to keep walking around the streets, seeing your block all tore up, your neighborhood's all run down. You don't want this. No, that's not what you want. You don't want to live like this. And as I said, you know, we have to start policing our own communities, folks. Because you don't want to see this mess every day, man. We have to police our own communities, folks. Yes. These are some communities here where I live in Baltimore City, folks. Like I said, we got to start cleaning up, man. We got to stand up, fight back, man. We can't just lay down, let people tear our communities down, run our communities down. Another thing, we have to start getting on the housing authorities too, folks. With all these abandoned houses out here. They got abandoned houses everywhere. And that's a dangerous thing, but to have all these abandoned houses around. It's a very dangerous thing. But like I said, man, it's time to clean up, man. Yes, it's time to clean up. And it starts in your own neighborhood, folks. In your own neighborhood. In your own community, folks. It starts with me and you, folks. In your own neighborhood. This is where it starts. You know, I get tired of coming out cleaning up trash every day, but I do it because I don't want my neighborhood looking crazy. No, I don't. If I see trash out there, I'll sweep it. I'll sweep half of the curb all the way halfway down the street, man. I'll do it because it doesn't make sense, man. We shouldn't have to live this way. No, look at that. You don't want to be walking around seeing these type of houses in your neighborhood, man. Abandoned houses all over the place. They're not even taking care of the grass, cutting the trees down or anything. Look at this mess, man. Look at this. It just doesn't make sense. We just letting our communities go down to nothing, man. And nobody act like nobody cares, man. It seems like nobody cares out here. Like I said, we got to get together. Like Higher Favor said, he said, you know, we should start having like block parties, you know, getting engaged with each other, folks, getting to know who you live around, man. Because that's a shame, man. You're living in the same block with people and you don't even know who they are. You don't know who you're living around. I mean, you could be living next door to a murderer. So it's best to get to know your neighbors in your community. But in this day and time, it seems like people don't talk to each other no more. You know, they don't say good morning or anything. People just get in their car and go their own way. But we have to start speaking to each other, communicating, man, and getting together and trying to fix this problem, folks. Higher Favor said, do one block. He said, do one block at a time. And the hoodlums, he said the hoodlums will start to see it no zone. Yeah, oh yeah. See, that's how you got to do it. You got to work one block at a time and move your way on down, you know. And see, once they see this, they'll go somewhere else. Yes, you're right. I agree with you. You got some good points, brother. Some very good points. So if I lived there, I'd be on the cleanup team. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Everybody has to get together and agree on doing this. Like I said, sometimes it's pretty hard to get people together to do these things, unless, like you said, you know, have a block party or something where everybody can come out and see each other and get to know each other. And, you know, this is the way to do it, I guess. Yeah. So yes, the city will give our money and permits to have block parties. Yes. Yeah, they sure will. They'll do that for you. But the thing of it is, we got to start somewhere. Yes, we have to start somewhere. Because we just can't keep doing this. We can't just keep standing around watching this stuff go on. No, we cannot stand around and let our communities be torn down, folks. We want to live better than this. We don't want this for our communities. No. I know I don't. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm saying I don't want my community torn down, man. I want to live a nice, pleasant life. It's already enough confusion and chaos going on in this world as it is, folks. So I would say there's nothing wrong with trying to straighten up your community, at least your own community. You know, get your own community straight. And maybe you can move on to the next community and work on that. But like I said, we have to start somewhere. Yes, we have to do it. Because if we don't do it, the government's not going to do it, man. You know, they don't, because a lot of times they act like they don't even care, man, you know. Yeah. And see, this is another thing. We got to get this situation straight with all of these people hanging around on these corners, man. This deters people from a lot of businesses out here, folks. Like a lot of elderly people, I hear them talking like they scared to go to the stores. They don't want to. They don't want to go to these places because they see too many of these young guys hanging around on the corners, man. And that deters people, man, from going different places. So you can't be scared in your own. You shouldn't have to be locked in your home, man. You shouldn't have to be scared in your own neighborhood, man. No, you shouldn't have to be. You should not have to be this way. No, not at all, folks. I'm going to show you another clip, folks, of what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Laying around watching all this stuff go on, man. Because sooner or later, our neighborhoods are going to be shredded to pieces, man. Then it's going to be too late. Yes, it's going to be too late. See all the trash in the streets, folks? See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about, people. Trash everywhere, all over the place. And they need to fix up some of these abandoned houses. Yes, we need to start calling the city up, seeing if they can get these houses fixed up. I mean, I know people living in neighborhoods with 3 or 4 abandoned houses, man. And that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good for a neighborhood. When you got a bunch of abandoned houses in one neighborhood, right? That doesn't look good. Look, graffiti all over the walls. See, this stuff has to stop, man. It has to stop somewhere. It's time to clean up, folks. Take back your neighborhoods, people. Yes, take back your neighborhoods. I mean, if we all get together and work together, we can do this thing, folks. Yes, we can do it. But it starts in your own neighborhood, folks. This is what I'm saying. It starts in your own neighborhood. It starts with me and you. We have to get out there and do this. Like I said, we can't depend on the government. We can't wait on nobody because nobody's going to do it. We have to do it. We have to team up, like I said. Get to know each other in your neighborhood and get to work, man. Get something done. We got to start somewhere, folks. See what I mean? I mean, you see all of these abandoned places just sitting around, man. And when you got a lot of abandoned houses, that's dangerous, man. See that house? This thing could fall down on somebody, man. Houses are so badly damaged. Some of these abandoned homes, man, they're so bad. They're so bad off. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello there. I see you, my friend. I see you, Mr. Puff. I see you. And it's just not a good look, folks. We have to restore our communities. Look at that, man. Buildings falling apart, man. And nobody's saying anything about it, folks. And, people act like this is the way to live. This is not the way to live, folks. This is not the way God intended us to live, people. No, it's not the way they intended it. Like I said, we got to start somewhere. So this is what you see every day, all day. People hanging around, doing nothing. In front of people, establishments, scaring other people off. People don't want to go to these places, man, because there's too many people hanging around out there, folks. And can you blame them? No. What'd you say? You said finally somebody calls me Miss and not Mr. Okay. I mean, sometimes people make mistakes, but maybe they didn't know, they probably didn't potentially. Yeah. See, this is what I mean, folks. We got to clean up, folks. Everything's going fine with me. It's time to clean up, folks. Take back your neighborhoods, people. Just take back your neighborhoods. It starts somewhere, man. It has to start somewhere. Like I said, it's just too much going on out here in these neighborhoods, man. We have to start policing our own neighborhoods. You know, we can't be letting other folks come into our neighborhood, tearing our neighborhoods down with this crime and stuff, folks. We can't do that. It's time that we do something about it, folks. This is in Baltimore City, man. Baltimore City. Highly favored. Yeah, it's like that here in Scotland. This is, I mean, it's like this everywhere in all cities now, man. It's just a disgrace, man, because we are just letting our neighborhoods go down, man, and our communities. It's up to us to take care of this, folks, because other people, they're not going to do it for us. Yeah. I mean, you notice how you see all the trash laying around on the grounds, man. It shouldn't be that way. It's trash cans on the corners. Just throw the trash in the trash can, folks. Graffiti all over the walls. Yeah, yeah. So we have, we have to stop this mess, man. We have to stop it, man. Like I said, we have to start somewhere, folks. And as I said, folks, I think we should, like I said, we need to get together and just start, working together. And Holly Favor said, start buying up abandoned houses, because once it's cleaned up, the price goes up and other cultures will move in. Yeah, you could be right on that. Yes. Because I see a lot of abandoned buildings here in Baltimore, man. It's a lot of them. Everywhere. I mean, on certain blocks that you go on, man, you might see maybe 3 homes in there that people are living in, and the rest are abandoned, man. I could not live on a block like that, man. 3 houses with people occupying them, and maybe the rest of them are abandoned, man. That's crazy. And the city isn't doing anything about it, man. That's what I'm saying. The city is not trying to help. But it's not their fault, the city. We have to start making phone calls. Yeah, I'm not going to blame it on them, because if we don't call them and complain about it, nothing's going to be done. That's the thing. See, we got to start making some noise. Make sure they hear us. Once we start making enough noise, they'll come out and hear us. Believe me. If you're not making no noise, nobody's going to hear you. When you start making some ruckus and letting them know that you're tired of this foolishness, they'll hear you then. Believe me when I tell you. They will definitely hear you. Without a doubt, they will hear you. And they will hear you clearly. Yes, clearly. And it's a lot of, and all this hanging around on corners, man, it's out of hand, man. I mean, if you're living in a pretty decent neighborhood, you don't want this, man. You don't want people hanging on your corners, man. You don't want that. See, this scares the elderly people, man. They don't even want to come out their houses, man. When they see a crowd of people, no, they don't even want to come out of their houses. They want to stay in their houses where they're safe at, man. Because they don't know they don't know what's going to happen to them if they go into one of these places and there's 15, 16 people standing outside of the, of the establishment. This is enough to scare anybody to death, man, Not only the elderly, anybody. And this is why I'm saying let's clean this, let's just get this stuff cleaned up, folks. Let's work on it. Let's get started. Let's do something. Can we get the thumbs up a little higher, folks? I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. Hit the thumbs up for me, so I can get this video out into the algorithm, folks. When this live stream is over, would y'all share it out, please? Share it out so that people can see because this stuff is going too far, man. It's gone way too far. And as I said, man, people don't even know their own people. They don't even know who's living in their community, man. Don't even know your neighbors. Don't know nobody, man. Not to, what's the Puff said, not to mention how bad our world is getting too. This is what I'm saying. It's already enough stuff going on in the world as it is, folks. Why not just work on something? Let's clean it up your neighborhood, man, and your community. Maybe that will make you feel a lot better with all the other stuff going on around you. This is what I'm saying, you got to do something, man. We have to do something. Because the world is in an uproar right now, folks. Now, us as a people working on our neighborhoods, that would make you feel a lot better, to see a nice, clean, calm, quiet neighborhood, folks. Not a lot of abandoned buildings. You don't want to see this stuff every day. No, you don't want to see it every day, man. That's just, that's the bottom line. You don't want to see this stuff every day. But some people don't mind living this kind of stuff. But me, myself, I don't, that's not for me. But this is not the way we was intended to live, folks. No. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is, it's gone a little bit over the edge. And, where I live, my neighborhood is pretty nice, man. I got to say that much. Because it seemed like everybody in my neighborhood try to stick together and try to keep things cleaned up around here, right? Yeah. And see, when you got people working together with you, you can do this. Yes, you can do it when you got folks working with you. But if everybody don't want to pitch in, hey, you're going to have problems. Yeah, like I said, we're going to have to start making some phone calls. We'll have to start calling the city about these abandoned buildings. And we as the people, we can do the cleaning ourselves, folks. We can clean up our own neighborhoods. We can clean up the trash. Yes, we can clean up the trash ourselves. We can work on that part. As far as the abandoned buildings, we're going to have to call up the city and start making some noise, folks. Yes. This is the only way you get things done, when you start making some noise. Because if you're not making no noise and nobody's hearing you, hey, nothing's going to change. Nothing at all. Nothing at all is going to change. So, folks, we must start somewhere, starting today. This is the type of stuff that I'm tired of looking at, folks. Some of these neighborhoods are looking very trashy, folks. Very trashy. Cindy, yes, Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy, take care of your business, please. I'll be all right. I appreciate you for coming in and holding down the fort. But if you got an appointment, go ahead and take care of your business. Hey, look, that's more important. I'll see you on the next go round. Yes, go ahead and take care of your business, honey, please. Yes, take care of your business. Like I said, folks, we got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. Yes. See, this is what you see, man. Trash everywhere. Puff, I'm making you a moderator, if you don't mind. Because one of my moderators, she had to step out, so I'm going to let you be a moderator for today. You see, people, this is the kind of stuff that deters people from going to these businesses, man. People hanging around on the corners. Like I said, abandoned buildings all over the place. Trash flying all down the street. We don't need to keep seeing this kind of stuff, folks. We need to clean up this mess, folks. It's time to clean it up, folks. Yes, it is. Because if we keep letting it go and keep letting it go, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And once it gets to a certain point, it's going to be no turning back, man. This stuff is going to be a mess. Yes, it's going to be a pure. Somebody wants to call me every time I get on the live stream, man. I hate that. But I had to take this call because it was a very important call. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, people. Sorry. I'm so sorry, people. I had to take that phone call. It was a very important call. But I'm back, folks. I'm back. I'm back on the live stream, folks. Yes, I had to take that one. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. I'm back on the live stream, folks. But what I was talking about, though, I was saying we have to take back our neighborhoods, people, because, you know, letting our neighborhoods being run down, folks. We have to start back policing our own neighborhoods, folks, because, you know, the law is not doing anything out here, folks. The government's not doing nothing. We have to do this ourselves. We have to team up, you know, get the people in your neighborhood together, and we all have to start working together, folks. This is what we have to do, man, because like I said, a lot of these neighborhoods, they got abandoned buildings all over the place. And you don't want to be living in a neighborhood with a bunch of abandoned buildings, trash all over the place. See, it starts in your own neighborhood, folks. We have to start cleaning up our own neighborhoods. We got to start picking up the trash. You see some trash, pick it up, folks. It's not going to hurt you to do that. If you see these abandoned buildings, call the city, folks, and see if you can't get this thing straightened out, because we need to keep our communities up, folks. Because if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it. And here you go. This is what I'm saying, folks. Check this out, folks. We have to, you know, like I said, we have to work together, man, because like I said, when I was coming up, everybody knew each other in the neighborhood. But it seemed like in this day and time, nobody even know their neighbors, man. People will walk past you and won't even speak, man. This is the thing. People will walk past you. Your next door neighbor will come out the door. I've seen it happen. Your next door neighbor will come out of the house and won't even say good morning. It's time that we get to know our neighbors first off. Get to know your neighbors. You know, try to, you know, have a block meeting or something like that, a neighborhood meeting, so everybody can get together and know each other. Then we can start working, folks. We can start working together to clean up, because it's time that we take back our communities, people. Yes, and all this hanging around on the corners, we have to stop this mess, man. You know, that's why I say we have to police our own neighborhoods, man, because a lot of the elderly people are scared to come out, man. They're scared to come out of their homes, folks, because this is what they're seeing, man. They're seeing this stuff and they're frightened, man. You know, like I said, if you see anything going on in your neighborhood, hey, just tell people, hey, you have to move. Like, I've seen people come in my neighborhood and trash my neighborhood. I've seen it happen, folks. I've seen people come in my neighborhood, sit in their cars, drink and eat, and then throw their trash out on the curb. I've seen it done, man. And you know, I stepped out my door and said, excuse me, could you pick that up and put it in the trash can, please? I told him, give it to me, I'll put it in the can, man. Because sometimes you can't be scared to speak up, man. Even though people are crazy out here, hey, you can't be scared, man. See, I think this is the problem. A lot of people are frightened to say anything in their neighborhoods, people. But you can't let this stuff go on in your neighborhoods, folks. You got to stand up and take back your neighborhood, people. Yes, you have to stand up and take it back. Because you don't want your neighborhood to be trashed, man. And it seems like we're letting our neighborhoods go down, down, down the drain, folks. You know, and we shouldn't have to live this way, folks. Because like I've seen a lot of neighborhoods with a bunch of abandoned houses, abandoned homes. Nobody's living in these homes. And you know, that stuff draws rats and all kind of rodents, folks. That's why I said it's time that we take back our communities and get this mess cleaned up, folks. You see trash all down the sidewalks, graffiti all over the wall. It's time we clean this mess up, man. We don't have to live this way, folks. We do not have to live like this. No, we don't have to live like this. We have to take responsibility for our own community, people. Because like I said, the police, they're not doing any good. This is, I mean, like now, I feel like it's almost lawless out here, folks. Because now when you call the police, how long does it take them to get to you? Sometimes maybe 2 hours, man. You might be dead by the time they get there. You know what I mean? You can't depend on nobody in this day and time, folks. That's why we have to do this thing ourselves, folks. We have to come together as one, folks, and get this thing done, folks. We have to do this ourselves, folks. Yes, this is something that we have to do ourselves. Can we get the likes up a little bit? Appreciate it, folks. Yes, let's get the likes up, the thumbs up. Yeah, folks. I mean, it's terrible, man, when you have to live like this. I mean, we shouldn't have to live this way, people. How long? I mean, clean up your communities, man. Take back your communities. We shouldn't have to keep living this way, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to say, man, because, I mean, just me alone, I can't do it by myself, man. This is why I be talking and telling other people, let's work together, man. You know, let's get together and do this thing. Because one man can't do it by himself. No. One man cannot do it. It takes a team to do this type of thing, folks. It takes a community, folks, to do this type of thing. It takes everybody to get together and get this thing done, folks. Yes, it takes a team. This is teamwork, folks. We have to stand together as one. Yes, stand together as one, folks, and get this job done. And I'm trying to do my part, especially in my neighborhood. See, in my neighborhood, sometimes it'd be me and a few more other folks out there. If we see trash, we'll sweep it up. We'll go from one end of the curb all the way down to the next end. Maybe 10 or 11 houses down, right? And just sweep the whole curb and get all the trash up, man. Because I've seen people come into my neighborhood, man, and sit in their cars and eat their food and throw the trash out on the curb, man. See, we got to stop this. Stop letting people come into your community and trash your community, people. Yeah, we can't do this. We can't let this stuff keep going on like this. Not at all, folks. No. Take back your community, people. This is what I'm saying. Take your community back. Yes, we have to work together as one, and that's just the bottom line, folks. Yes. That's the bottom line. We have to do this thing. And sometimes we can't do this thing alone. We have to work together. This is what I'm saying. We have to work together when we do this. Because nobody is going to help us. Nobody's coming to the rescue. That's the problem. The city's not going to help. I mean, they'll help you, but you got to make some noise. When you see these abandoned houses in your neighborhood, call the city, folks. Yes, call them and let them know that it's a abandoned house in your neighborhood and you want to get this thing straightened out, folks. Because like I said, if you don't say anything, if you don't make no noise or some ruckus, nothing's gonna be done. Believe me. Nothing's going to be done, folks. And that's for real. That's why I say it's time that we get together as a team and start working, folks, working together. Yes. I'm going to be on here about 7 more minutes. I'm going to get ready to get up off of here, folks. This is going to be a very short live. I just got on here to put that message out there, folks. Take back your neighborhood, please. Take it back. It's high time that we do that, folks. Yes, because we can't keep walking around and all this dirt and this filth, folks. Yeah, we got to take our neighborhoods back, right? Get together, work together, folks. Have a block meeting. Get together with your neighbors, folks. Get to know your neighbors. Know who they are, folks. Know who you're living around. See, like I said, a lot of people don't even know their own neighbors, man. I've seen it in different neighbors. Sometimes people will walk out their door and your neighbors won't even speak to you, man. You got to get to know the people you're living around, folks. Yes, you have to know these people. You don't know who you're living next to. Like I said, you could be living next door to a murderer or anything. You don't know. If you don't talk to the people, you won't know. How are you going to know if you're not talking? Huh? Yeah, man. This is real. It's very real, folks. Very real. Very real. It's high time that we do this, folks. Take back our neighborhoods. Yes. And I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this short clip. Sweet Ree, I see you. Appreciate you for coming in. So this is what I mean, man. Abandoned houses all over the place. The neighborhoods are being ran down, man. We got to get this stuff fixed up, man. We got to get this stuff in order, people. We can't just let our neighborhoods be torn down like this, folks. Look at this mess, man. Look at it. Right. When you see these things, start calling the city, people. Start complaining. Like I said, we got to start making noise about this. We just can't sit back and watch this stuff go on. Look at that. Abandoned buildings, man. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff something has to be done about this. Yes, something has to be done. Somebody has to stand up. And that's just the bottom line, folks. Somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to stand up and talk about it. And if it has to be me, I'll be the one to talk about it. Look at that. Houses all abandoned, man. You don't want to see this stuff every day you walk out your door. No. You don't want to see this. Thank you, Sweet Reef, for showing up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I understand you at work. Don't worry about it. You can always come back and see the replay. Because I only got about 7 more minutes on here. And after that, I'm ready to cut this one real short because I got some things to do. I just want to get this little message out there. You know, work on your neighborhoods, man. Get your community back, man. Don't let this stuff just go down like this, folks. Yeah, don't let it go down like this. Because we can live better than this, folks. Yes, we can. We can live better. We can live much. Look at that. Would you want to live somewhere like this, folks? Come on now. Tell me, would you want to live somewhere like this? No. This is why I say it's time we take back our communities, people. Take it back. Take back your communities, folks. Like I said, we have to work together on this thing. We can't do it alone. We have to come together as a team and get this thing done, people. Yes, we have to get it done. Because if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it for us, folks. Let's get together and work together. Yes, we have to work together. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It's a mess, man. And this stuff is going on all around the world, bro. It's going on everywhere. Not only in my city, it's in every city around the world, man. We're letting our neighborhoods go down to nothing, folks. And it's time that we start working together to build our communities back up. Start taking our communities back. Start policing our communities, folks. This is what we need to do, folks. Yes, this is what we have to do. Can we get the thumbs up a little bit higher, folks? Yes, we have to go back and take back our communities. This is just a short message that I want to put out there this evening, rather. But yeah, this is what it is, folks. We have to, we have to work together. Yes, if we want to live in a decent community, we have to work on these things, people. Yes, we have to work on these things. And as I say, we can't do it alone. We're going to have to get together as a team and a unit and work together. This is what we're going to have to do, people. Work together as one. If you don't work together, hey, nothing's going to get done, people. Plain and simple. Nothing at all. Yes, nothing is going to get done, people. So it's high time that we get together, folks, and start working together. And I'm going to show y'all this last clip, and I'm going to be out of here. We were tired of looking at this stuff, folks. Trash all over your streets. battered buildings. Man, we're just sick of it, man. Yes. See, I mean, sometimes people get tired of living like this, man. Tired of living this way. But with that being said, folks, I'm getting ready to jump off of here. And I'm getting ready to get up out of here, folks. Yes, I'm going to jump out of here. Yes. I'm getting ready to jump on out of here, and I hope everybody have a blessed day. I thank y'all for coming in. For the ones who hung around, I thank you for showing up. So, with that being said, I'm getting ready to hit the road, folks. Yes, hit the road. Yes, hit the road. I'm coming out. I'll be right out. Yes, I'm going to hit the road, folks. Ready to get out of here, folks. I'm getting ready to call it a day, folks. I just wanted to get on here and shout out that little short message, folks. That we all need to get together, take back our communities, and work together as one, folks, because we can do it. We can do it. But we have to get together and work together. Yep, so with that being said, folks, I'm about to jump on up here. I've been on here for an hour. I've been an hour in so far, an hour and 38. And I'm about to jump off of here. Yes, I am. I'm about to jump off of here. But I thought I would try to share that little bit with y'all, folks. You know, I thought I would share that with y'all. Welcome in, Natural You. I see you. What I was speaking about was we need to take back our communities, folks. Because like I said, we cannot let our communities keep being ran down. Our communities are being destroyed, folks. Other people are coming into our communities, trashing our communities, tearing our communities down. Then we got a bunch of vacant houses, We need to start calling the city on these people, man, and getting this stuff straight. Because you don't, I mean, this is not the kind of life you want to live. This is not the kind of place you want to live in, folks. You know, this is not good. No, it's not good at all. And I'm going to show you a short little clip here, folks. I mean, some of these are nice neighborhoods, but all of them are not. But you don't want to live in a neighborhood where you see a bunch of abandoned houses everywhere you look. You don't want to see trash all over your ground, graffiti everywhere. You don't want to see that. You don't want to live in nowhere like that. You want to live in a pretty nice neighborhood, folks. These are some of the streets here in my city, in Baltimore, folks. And they need to do a lot of work here. But this stuff is going on all over the world, man. It's in all the cities, man. You know, it's like all the communities are just being ran down, man. And it doesn't make sense. All you see is a bunch of trash flying around, abandoned buildings all over the place. See, this is the thing. Like I said before, graffiti all over the walls. You don't want to live nowhere like this. And the first thing we have to do is get to know your neighbors, people. Because people don't even know their neighbors. It seems like the neighbors don't even want to speak to you these days. Like I said, I remember when I was coming up, your neighbors would talk to you. They would say good morning and good evening. But now, your neighbor will walk right out the door and won't say nothing to you. This is what I see. They'll walk right out the door, your neighbors. There's people in your neighborhood you don't even know. When I was coming up, I knew everybody in my neighborhood and the next neighborhood. And around the corner, all that. I knew everybody in my area. But today, you know, today's society we're living in, people don't know each other. And I think this is another part of the problem. You know, people don't know each other. They're not saying nothing to each other. They're not talking to each other. Yeah, let me get ready to jump out of here, folks, because I just came over here to, you know, to try to help somebody, you know, with this little bit of message I had to put out there, folks. Yeah. Because we need to do this, folks. We need to start policing our own areas, folks. You know, because you don't want these teenagers hanging around out here on these corners, man. This is deterring people from going to these establishments. I mean, everywhere you go, this is what you see, folks. The young guys hanging on the corners, hanging in front of these stores, hanging in front of the gas stations, everywhere, man. You know, it make people don't want to go to this certain place, man. And these gas stations, man, they didn't turn these gas stations into some type of circus, man. It's like every gas station you go to is a crowd of people there, man. I'm like, why are they hanging around this gas station? For what? You know. Sometimes it makes you wonder, man, you know. And the people who own these establishments, they want this stuff to happen, man. You allow these people to hang around your establishment. You know, they deterring your business away from your establishment, folks. Take back your communities, people. This is what I'm saying. Take back your communities. It's time. Yep, it's time, folks. We work together and try to get this thing done, people. And I'm getting ready to jump up off of here. I've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes. I just wanted to let this message through. Can I get the thumbs up? Can y'all please share this video out so we can get into the algorithm that somebody might see this message? Yes. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all, on the way out or on the way in. Natural You, I see you. I appreciate you showing up. Yes, I've been on here for an hour or so. It's time to get this stuff cleaned up, man. People getting tired of living in filth and a bunch of junk all their lives, man. People want to live in decent communities, man. You don't want to walk in your neighborhood and see 3, 4 abandoned houses, graffiti all on the walls, trash flying all down the street. Nah, you don't want to live like that, man. This is what I'm saying. It's time to clean up our communities, people. And we have to do this ourselves, folks. Because like I said, the government's not going to help us do anything, folks. And now it seems like it's almost lawless out here because it's like the police is not doing anything. They don't even come no more when you call them. So we out here on our own now, people. Straight up. We're out here on our own. If we don't get it done, it won't get done. Plain and simple. It won't get done. And that's it's time. Okay, you have a good day. Share everything of yours. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, I'm going to jump out of here. Catch me on the next one. I'll be back later on tonight. Y'all have a great day. Everybody have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. I'm going to get up out of here. And with that being said, folks, I'm going to say peace and blessings. And I'm out, folks.